Want to make a girl instantly like you? Here's a secret. Attraction doesn't have to be a mystery. By using these 14 powerful tips and one must-know rule, you'll not only capture her interest, but you'll make a lasting impression that stands out. Ready to get started? Let's dive in. First, master the art of eye contact. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful nonverbal signals you can send. Before you even speak, just look her in the eyes and give a genuine smile. This initial moment tells her you're interested and approachable. Eye contact creates a sense of intimacy without a single word. It also helps both of you gauge each other's interest level. The magic of eye contact lies in its ability to say so much without a single word. It's subtle, but the impact can be huge. Next time you're approaching her, don't worry about the perfect line. Instead, use that eye contact to show her you're present and confident. Another simple yet powerful tip: stand or sit up straight. Good posture doesn't just make you look taller, it shows confidence. When you have an open, upright posture, you project an energy that people are naturally drawn to. Being mindful of your posture says you respect yourself, and that's an attractive quality in anyone. Plus, the best part about good posture is that it doesn't require extra effort. It's something you can do in any situation, and it instantly makes you appear more self-assured. So when you're around her, don't slouch. Sit up or stand up straight and let your body language do the talking. Now here's something to keep in mind about body language. In the early stages, try not to overanalyze her body language or obsess over whether she's giving signals. It's easy to get caught up in decoding every glance or gesture, but doing so can actually backfire. One of the most attractive qualities a person can have is the ability to listen without any agenda. When you're actively listening, you're showing genuine interest. If you focus too much on reading her every move, you might miss important parts of the conversation. So instead of trying to interpret every signal, stay in the moment and truly listen to her words. She'll feel appreciated and respected, which is far more attractive than any complex reading of her body language. And speaking of starting conversations, keep it simple with a hey. Forget trying to come up with a unique or perfect line. Just a casual, friendly greeting is often the most effective approach. Starting with hey is disarming. It's friendly, simple, and sincere. This kind of opener feels natural and doesn't create pressure or expectations. Women appreciate a straightforward approach because it doesn't feel forced. So if you're ever stuck on how to start a conversation, remember that a relaxed, "Hey, how's it going?" is often your best bet. It opens the door without trying too hard. Once you're talking, aim to find some common interests. Now you might be wondering, how do you find common interests if you don't know her well? It's simpler than it seems. Look around at your surroundings. Where are you both? If you're in a coffee shop, ask her what she thinks of the place. If you're in a class together, ask her opinion on it. These shared spaces provide natural conversation starters. By asking her opinion, you're showing that you care about what she thinks. When you start from common ground, you're more likely to make a real connection, and the conversation feels organic and effortless. Now keep an eye out for noteworthy moments. These are situations you can bond over. Say something unique happens while you're both in the same space. A funny incident, someone making a scene, or even just a loud noise. These moments give you a chance to acknowledge what's happening and create a shared experience. People remember shared moments, no matter how small. It gives you both something memorable and unique to talk about. Noteworthy moments don't come along all the time, so when they do, take advantage. These moments give you a chance to laugh together, creating a lighthearted memory that can spark future conversations. Next, a word of advice. Don't try to force the conversation. If things are flowing, let them. But if you reach a natural pause, don't feel pressured to fill the silence. Sometimes, a little bit of quiet lets both of you reflect and regroup. When you're relaxed enough to let the conversation flow at its own pace, you'll both feel more at ease. Forcing a conversation can make things feel awkward and unnatural. Instead, let it unfold naturally. This kind of confidence is incredibly attractive because it shows you're comfortable with yourself and the situation. As you start to see each other more, begin to read her body language. This is important once you've moved past the initial phase. At this point, you'll be able to pick up on cues that she's comfortable around you. Look for signs like her mirroring your posture, leaning towards you, or pointing her feet in your direction. These subtle signals show she's engaged in the conversation and interested in what you're saying. Body language is a fantastic way to gauge her comfort level without directly asking. The more you can read her comfort, the easier it becomes to adapt your behavior and build a stronger connection. Add a little teasing into the mix. Teasing is a form of flirting that shows you're playful and not afraid to keep things lighthearted. A bit of friendly teasing can go a long way. For example, if she mentions she loves a certain band, you could playfully say, "Oh, are you their biggest fan or something?" Playful teasing shows that you're confident enough to not take everything too seriously. It also creates a dynamic that says, "We're having fun together." Women enjoy a man who can be both thoughtful and playful, and teasing, when done right, strikes a perfect balance between the two. At the same time, treat her a little differently than you would a friend. Teasing is fun, but don't treat her the exact same way you treat everyone else. Maybe you're more attentive when she speaks, or you give her compliments that feel personal and specific. Showing her she's different to you makes her feel special and appreciated. It's these little things that set a romantic interest apart from a friend. So, give her a little extra attention and make it clear she's not just one of the guys. This kind of attentiveness is a powerful way to communicate your interest without being overly forward. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about being comfortable with who you are. If something embarrassing happens, laugh it off. This kind of self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it shows you're grounded. Women appreciate men who don't take themselves too seriously, and this attitude also puts her at ease. She won't feel like she has to be perfect around you either. A sense of humor about yourself tells her you're confident enough to handle whatever comes your way, and it makes her more comfortable being herself. But don't be afraid to let her see how great you are. When you're confident and comfortable with your strengths, it's attractive. If you have a hobby you're passionate about or a skill you're proud of, share it. Talents and interests give her a glimpse into what makes you unique. This doesn't mean boasting, but letting your skills and interests naturally show. When you're genuinely passionate about something, that enthusiasm is infectious. Women are often drawn to men who are driven by something meaningful, so let her see what lights you up. Bring up things she's mentioned in past conversations. Remembering small details shows her you're genuinely interested in her life. For example, if she mentioned an important presentation or an event she's attending, ask her about it the next time you talk. Bringing up past topics shows her you're paying attention and genuinely invested in her world. This kind of attentiveness is rare and deeply appreciated. It makes her feel valued and lets her know you're thoughtful and caring. Finally, don't hesitate to ask her out at the right time. If you feel that there's a strong connection, don't delay. Waiting too long can sometimes lead to missed opportunities. When you feel the timing is right, be clear and direct about your interest. A simple invitation to grab coffee or see a movie can make all the difference. Women appreciate a man who is decisive and confident enough to take action. Being straightforward about your intentions shows her you're serious, and it allows the relationship to progress naturally.